No, 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 no.
Stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill. What's poppin'? Today we are back with another video, and honestly, we've been going OD. We've been talking about a lot of different things from the Boruto manga. You guys know I'm always up to date in terms of the manga. I try to stay on top of that for the most part. I know back when I wasn't uploading, the boy had like this rough spell, and I wasn't really paying attention to shit, and everybody was like, yo, Shino, where you at? What's going on, bro? So like, you know, I'm glad to be back in emotions. I'm glad to have all of you guys supporting me. We're almost at 140,000 subscribers. I like to say early thank you. You know, I mean, I don't really look at numbers anymore at this point in time because it's more so me just doing it for the sake of doing it. But today we're gonna be talking about the boy Toneri Otsutsuki as well as the boy Naruto Uzumaki. Now, if you guys do not remember, we had Toneri fighting against Naruto. You know, obviously my man was going after Hinata. He wanted the Byakugan princess, aka Boruto's mother. You know, this child is a child of the stars. You know, this man has prophecies being told time and time again by Toneri. Toneri even astral projects himself into Boruto's dreams in order to guide him and let him know what the dojutsu, this weird eye that he has. You know, he calls the eye the Star of Hope when it's called the Jogan and shit like that. So clearly, you know, we see Toneri playing a major role in this anime. Now, things could have went a completely different route, right? Honestly, when I'm saying this, what I'm saying is, if Naruto and Toneri honestly didn't go the route that they went, you know, Toneri was somebody that was trapped on the moon. You know, he knew about Hamura's celestial decree and shit like that. He knew that his clan forsaken all their eyes in order to create the Tenseigan, you know, and then this man went back to the earth in order to get Hanabi's eyes in order so he can awaken the Tenseigan, because he needed a pair eye. You know, he needed some more eyes, basically another set. And obviously there was like this weird intent for him to marry Hinata, which isn't really shown, which isn't really there. Now, maybe it's probably because he wanted to repopulate the Otsutsuki clan, so what would be the better way is with her, or it could have been to the fact that he knew she would give birth to the child that is aka the Star of Hope. Now, obviously this man is always in space. This man is always thinking. This man always has some type of mental like zen going on. So maybe he foresaw that Boruto would come from Hinata, and that's why he wanted to get Hinata and basically be with her. I don't know. I did make a video about it. I'll leave the links to it in the description, talking about the real reason, quote unquote, that you know, this man took her for his wife. Like, was it due to Boruto and shit like that? But we do know that, you know, he had a hate for humans. He had a very big distaste for humans. He saw everything that happened on Earth with the war. He saw everything that happened with Kaguya. You know, he witnessed a lot of fucked up events. So like, this man basically had this grudge out against humans. You know, obviously they took the fruit of Kaguya, you know, and they started using the powers for the wrong intent. Obviously they start going back and forth trying to kill each other, basically make domination, and who was gonna be the ruler over this nation, who was gonna be the ruler over that nation and shit like that. So this is where the confrontation comes from him and Naruto. Now obviously we got Naruto being this peacekeeper, this loving person that we know Naruto as. Like, Naruto has always been shown as this person who always tries to keep positivity regardless of situations. We've seen time and time again him implementing Talk no Jutsu, one of his most important jutsus in his arsenal. And you know, essentially Naruto changed his way of thinking. You know, like, my man Naruto could have just straight up killed this dude. He could have basically ended this shit right then and there. And I think one of the best things that would have probably happened from this situation would be what Kashin Koji said. Like, if you guys read the manga, you guys know that Kashin Koji basically was talking about Boruto. He was really surprised to see Boruto having the Karma Seal. Essentially, you know, the Karma Seal is something that we see is passed on from Otsutsuki's, and you know, we see Kawaki with that, and we don't know where Kawaki gets it, but there's a lot of speculation that he got it from Yoshiki. Obviously, we don't really know, and I really say obvious a lot, but as time goes on, you know, we're gonna start to see that unfold. But one thing that we know about the past, that Naruto didn't necessarily have the killing intent against Toneri, more so like the compassion to let him live. But what if Naruto would actually killed Toneri? What if Naruto would actually took his life? You know, would he been granted with this seal on top of him being already entrusted by Hagoromo, you know, the Sage of Six Paths, and basically having the Sun and Moon seal from him having the Sun seal, Sasuke having the Moon seal? Would he actually got this power? You know, would he got a power up? Would he got a like a super boost boost, essentially getting the powers from Toneri and being able to, you know, do all the shit Toneri do. We know Toneri is, you know, fond of using puppets. You've seen him use puppets time and time again. That's something we seen him create, like, and make these fucking damn near indestructible, almost like scientific ninja tool puppets. If you look at them, they almost made an exact same image to a certain degree. Like, these dudes were running amok, and you know, a lot of the Hyuga clan people had problems with that. So we would have saw him actually go ahead and get the powers of Toneri, which obviously he doesn't really need. Let's be honest, my man Naruto is already OD. Kurama, you know, Sun Chakra, you know, Ashura Pad, Uzumaki, you know, he can use shadow clones to multiply his learning ability times 2,000, and even said 5,000 in like the game, you know, when he did the 5K barrage and shit like that. So, you know, if he's trying to learn something, Naruto, all he has to do is make a bunch of fucking shadow clones and apply it, make all the shadow clones apply what they're trying to learn, and then bring it back to his body, then re-expand, bring it back to his body, re-expand, and he learns everything faster. So looking at Naruto, and Naruto is essentially a big ass cheat code. Now, being a big ass cheat code already, like, what if he got this seal? And then, like Clash and Koji said, I always thought Naruto had Momoshiki's abilities because I thought he was the one that killed Momoshiki. Because, like, not everybody knows what really happened, and nobody was actually in the dimension. A lot of people talk about how, you know, obviously the Kara was in the dimension the time the Kages were fighting. I actually even said that, you know, with some misconstrued information and shit, but like, you know, if they were directly in that dimension, they would have knew that Boruto was the last person to get the hit, essentially getting the karma seal and seeing how that shit will pan out. Now, one thing I always wanted to see with Naruto essentially was that he was gonna get the Tensegan. I wanted Naruto to have the Tensegan, which is the rival companion to the Rinnegan. You know, I thought that's how this route would have went, and then just seeing like how everything is starting to play out, everybody was thinking like this was the end of the Otsutsukis. We wasn't gonna see any more Otsutsuki's in the show. You know, clearly that shit just went out the window when Boruto came out, because then Momoshiki, Kinshiki, now we got Yorishiki, and there's possibly the king of the Otsutsukis. There's the inner Kara, the outer Kara, you know, who knows who is what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's right now, it's one of those clusterfucks where, you know, we was like, oh, Kage is gone, that's a wrap. And honestly, Naruto could have possibly got Kaguya's power too if they didn't seal her and just killed her, but I think she was so strong and so like indefinite that it couldn't happen, because due to her taking the divine tree's power, which is the tree of life, you know, she's immortal. Like, you know, it's not something you could just defeat. You know, this is not a person you could just kill. You know, it's almost like you would have to put her in a sealing technique. It's kind of like the Tell Beast, like how they basically keep coming back after they're destroyed. If you kill if you kill Kurama's host, you know, he will come back. It'll just remanifest the chakra, or will start to gather again, and they'll just pop up somewhere in the land. You know, they'll pop up free roaming and shit like that. So that's kind of why I think they just seal Kaguya instead of actually killing her. And I feel like the only people that could probably kill Kaguya would be the higher ups of the Otsutsuki main branch, one of them being Momoshiki, because he has the ability to absorb in chakra and turn them into like a chakra fruit. You know, he can turn into divine fruit like we saw with him do with Kinshiki. Now, we don't know how this is gonna go. We don't know how this is gonna pan out. But in order for Boruto to surpass Naruto, we know which was needed. And like, obviously, they wasn't gonna put Naruto with Toneri and have Naruto, you know, already OP with the seal on that, and it would kind of fucked up the anime's plot, because if you guys don't remember, Toneri has popped up to Boruto many times and times again, and honestly I feel like it would have been a lot harder for Naruto to, you know, continue. You know, Boruto wouldn't have had that jump start that we always was excited about when we saw Toneri, you know, talking to him. We saw Toneri fight with Yorishiki. Essentially, we wouldn't have none of these like zesty moments, because if you would have got this power, you know, my man would have deadass just been OD as shit, running amok. You know, nothing would have been able to stop him. If fucking Momoshiki would have appeared, Momoshiki probably got faded on sight due to him having the karma seal. And then you gotta think about it, the events that happened after the Great Ninja War were like 10 years. So like 10 years have passed. By the time that would have passed, Naruto would have figured out about the seal, and he'd have figured out how to use it, just like he basically learned how to use the sun seal immediately. You know, this wasn't something we seen Naruto have time to strategize, or something that we seen Naruto like try to plan out. You know, we didn't see him and Sasuke try to coordinate actually learning how to use the Sun Seal ability. This was something we saw him just do spontaneously. Like they knew if they put hands together, they would seal Kaguya. You know, if the moon and the sun came together, they would seal Kaguya. That's essentially what they knew. And then they used their powers to the best of their abilities. And we see this man even pull out the fucking chakra orbs, and he had them bitches floating around him. So just think about it, right? We had Toneri fighting against Naruto in his Sage mode, his Kurama Link mode. In terms of that, we see no chakra orbs from Naruto, right? So he probably would have beat this man and took that chakra mode, and this man would have had more orbs. He probably would have had the green version of it, which is the Tensegan version, I think. I guess the Tensegan cloaks you into this green glow. Maybe it's just the color of his chakra. I'm not sure the specifications, but I do know it's connected to the Tensegan. But in terms of that type of power on Naruto, we would see Naruto on a whole nother playing field. Naruto will be so elevated and so destructive that it'll be crazy. Like, just imagine Naruto having Toneri's seal, and if they actually had the ability to kill Kaguya, and they would have got Kaguya's seal as well, who would have took it, Sasuke or Naruto? You know, that would started a conflict of interest right then and there, because, you know, when he would have went to fight Sasuke at the final valley, this man would have been way powerful than what he is now. Well, what he was back then, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly Naruto had time to train within those years that the final valley fight and shit occurred, but he would have been stronger. I mean, obviously, like I say, it takes a minute to learn how to use the seal, because like we see Boruto get the seal. Boruto didn't use the seal early on. We saw this shit start to pan out over a series of events that took place in the anime as well as the manga. Well, I wouldn't say anime because we haven't seen shit in the anime, you know. The Jogan pops up in the anime. The seal ain't there yet. You gotta wait some time. We're gonna get it eventually, but it's gonna get there, and I'm honestly just so tired of waiting that I just so engulfed in the manga. Like, the manga is the most beautiful thing right now. But, you know, we would have saw this man activate that power, and he would have been able to watch everything. And honestly, it'll just made everything that comes in to like fight them just like pish posh. Like, it'd have been easy, and then it would kind of fucked it up, because then I felt like Naruto wouldn't have been able to progress. Like, the next generation would never had a story to continue with. But just to see Naruto like have that imagery in terms of him getting the seal, the karma seal from Toneri, would have been dope. But clearly, you know, this man let this man stay alive. You know, he wanted to show him the way humans got along and show that like humans change and not everybody is the same as they was before and shit like that. So, you know, let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions about this topic. What if Naruto did get Toneri's Otsutsuki seal? What if he did have a karma seal way before the events of Boruto Naruto Next Generation? How do you think things would have panned out for Boruto? How do you think the directors Ikimoto and Kishimoto would have tried to change the story? Because this shit would have turned everything upside down, because we would have never had Boruto knowing about the Star of Hope. We would never knew about Boruto's Jogan ability, because who was going to tell him about it? Like, who was going to give him information about it? The only person that we've seen actually give information about it was Toneri. Like, Toneri was the only person that knew about it. So let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions in the comment section below. And with that being said, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye.